next two games?
I mean, obviously we've had 4 in a row at home. We haven't played to what I always thought we were capable of in our first two. Obviously, you have a full week off again for us to get back to some basics and try to figure out a little bit of life without Sid and Devin playing a little bit more, practicing a little bit more. So we were in a power part of the game the other night where I thought that we played hard and well with 3 freshmen on the floor with 2 sophomores. So hopefully that experience is going to parlay itself into some really good basketball here down the stretch for us.
You played Sid for a couple of minutes just now.
Yeah, he's just I know it's coach speak, but it's when you say day to day, it's literally. Some days he plexes can get through a practice. Some days he can't, and I wish I had more for you from an honest perspective, but that's just the way it is.
Brett said you guys were maybe thinking about playing a little more man defense.
Yeah, we've been doing that the last 5 games. We've been almost, I would say, 50-50. You know what I mean? Where we've mismatch. Sometimes you get matchup problems if they're going to go with 4 or 5 perimeter guys like Detroit did. Then you have to play a little. Then we got a little bit of a quandary at the end. Where we couldn't really. We were obviously lost Matt to foul trouble and put us in a position where we really struggled. But I would say over our last 6 games, it's been some nights more man, some nights zone.
Jerry, last 2 games you guys have given up more than 90.
Yeah, that's a concern. I've often said that younger teams give up more at the defensive end than they do, or struggle more at the defensive end to understand how to play than they do at the offensive end. All those guys have done nothing but play AAU basketball and shoot and run and play and stance and guard and box out and those kind of things. That's why I'm excited about having a week off. I should say a week off, a week in between games, to get back into some basics, to get back into some good fundamentals, and thought that we played pretty good at times in that game, and then horrifically just little things like not getting back on defense and a simple box out, foul shots. I mean, we make your free throws like we have in the last 2 weeks. We win the basketball game, but it's you just keep on plugging forward.
Kind of seems like if you compare Sid with Devin, that might improve your guys' defense. You kind of want to see how those two play together.
Yeah, I mean, Devin is. He brings you energy, and he brings you defense. He brings you, kind of a presence in there, shot blocking wise, and rebounding the basketball, Sid right now is not in the thought process until he can get through a practice.
With playing Cleveland State, obviously one of your best games probably of the year. How do you kind of approach this one?
Well, really right now, Dana, our first, 3 days this week, we're just working on a bunch of stuff that we feel like we need to work on. Obviously, Cleveland State's going to come in with a lot of energy. They're a great defensive basketball team. They really get up and pressure you hard. I'm sure they don't want to lose twice to us in a year. So I'm sure it'll be a hard-fought, kind of an emotional game. That'll be a game that I'm sure they'll be ready for.
You said something similar going into the Oakland game last week, and after the game said that you weren't all happy with the team's effort. When you know a team is coming in motivated the way Oakland was and Cleveland State is, how do you make sure that effort is there?
I'm not sure what. Say that again.
How do you make sure the effort is there against Cleveland
Just
State?
just work hard and keep on preaching the things that we preach every day in terms of intensity. And, you know, I would love to say to you that there's a formula for that, and there's no formula. I don't care what level you're at, whether it's our game or a Super Bowl game or high school game or whatever. You know, you can't guarantee those kinds of issues. All we can do is practice hard and prepare your guys, and that's what we'll do.
You said Devin brings some energy. Obviously, we don't see that in practice, but that's,
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a presence down there in terms of, you know, he's good feet. He elevates well. I think he had a couple blocks the other night. Again, that was, you know, game specific. I mean, obviously they play a lot of small, not small people, but they play a lot of athletic people. I thought he could kind of give us a little bit of a, a lift. He goes really hard to the offensive glass. Plays with energy. And after the game before that, I was looking for some energy guys. You know, I'm looking for guys that are going to come out and give you energy. And he did that.